Hi everyone. I did want to do this Facebook Live on my laptop, but for some bizarre reason, my laptop does not want to play friends with my internet connection, so we're resorting to iPhone. I guess everyone's here to listen to me babble on about thyroid support and essential oils and how they can support the thyroid. First things first, I am not a medical professional. If you feel that you've got issues with your thyroid, get yourself off to the doctors, get your levels tested, get that shit sorted. All the oils we're going to talk about are for thyroid support only. They're not for treatment. Just be mindful. So get your butt to the doctor. If you see me looking off screen, I actually have some notes. I find that if I don't have notes, I babble on about stuff, and this is to help keep me focused a little bit more. Let's rock. So I speak about this from a personal level. My daughter, who will be 5 later this week, was actually born without a thyroid gland. I mean, she's got something, but it's nothing that can create anything. She was diagnosed when she was 10 days old. She's going to be on medication for the rest of her life. It's actually easier to manage than diabetes once you have your levels right and you know what you're doing. So it's not something to be afraid of. The thyroid is a organ that's located in the front of your neck. It's actually a very small butterfly-shaped organ. It does play a huge role in your health by producing hormones, and all of these hormones travel throughout the body. All of these hormones regulate your heart, your digestion, your muscle control, and just as equally important, your brain, especially your brain development. So as a result of this, you really do need your thyroid to be working the way that it should. If you don't, you're going to feel like crap. There's lots of essential oils that you can use for thyroid support. We're going to touch on a few of them. I don't have all of them, but I do find that any support is better than no support. So don't feel that if you don't have the oils, then you can't do anything. That's crap. You can. You go with what you've got. Use what you've got. Any support is better than no support. So work with it. If you have any questions, comment, let me know. If I don't know the answer to them or I can't answer it, I'll find out. I'll get back to you. More than happy to help out in any way I can. Yeah, as I said, it's all about sharing. It's all about caring. It's all about education. So let's talk about the thyroid and why it's so important. Thyroid hormones actually affect your metabolism rate, which means or controls how fast or slow your brain, your heart, your muscles, your liver, and all parts of your body actually work. If your body works too fast, so you've got hyperthyroidism, or too slowly, so hypothyroidism, you won't feel well. Miss A was actually diagnosed with hypo, meaning low, or in her case none. So if you don't have enough thyroid hormone, you'll feel tired, you'll feel lethargic, you'll feel cold. And if you have too much, so hyperthyroidism, you'll feel nervous, jumpy, skiddy, you feel really warm as well. So the opposite of hypo, but just as bad if it's not managed. Your thyroid is actually controlled by your pituitary gland, so that oversees the whole thyroid hormone production. Additionally, it tells your thyroid if you need more or less hormone, so basically it's the boss of your thyroid. And the pituitary gland will tell it what to do based on what your body's levels are at that time. The pituitary gland is really small, it's the size of a pea. And it's really important as well. So the oils that we're going to talk about are not only for thyroid support, they're also for pituitary support, because I believe the two of them really do tie in together. and it's all about keeping your body working at its best. So the best essential oils that I found that are really good for thyroid support are lemongrass, myrrh, clove, frankincense, basil and peppermint. Now I don't have all of these, but I'll still let you know what the ones that I don't have do, so that way you can get those if you need to. So let's start with first cab off the rank, which is one of my favourite oils, which is frankincense. Frankincense is the king of oils. It's a really powerfully supportive oil for the body. It's got a really complex chemistry, and it's a really multi-purpose oil. So it provides really strong support on both a cellular and DNA level. It's really calming for the immune system. It's really calming for the nervous system as well. It's really good for your skin and your emotions. Second one off the list is, if I can turn it around, clove. Clove is a really powerful antioxidant. Provides great immune support for the body. It's high in phenols, which helps stimulate the immune and nervous systems. And it's just helps your cells keep performing and performing well. All of these ones I'm going to give you a recipe for a few roller blends. So that way we'll get that recipe to you in a sec. Next one is lemongrass. Lemongrass is really great at calming the nervous system. It's also really great at relieving stress, and it's also really good at promoting relaxation. So at the same time, lemongrass is really uplifting. Just a little side note, if you've got an oil that you think really stinks, hello, geranium, pop a citrus oil. We've been using lemongrass, and you'll get the benefits of the ick oil, as well as the benefits of the OK oil. Sorry, little tip to the side there. Won't charge you for that. So the ones that we don't have here is myrrh. Now myrrh is a strong support for the thyroid. It helps stimulate the lymphatic system. It's also great for the pineal and pituitary glands. And if you combine it with these other ones in the roller blends, it really, really helps. The other one that I don't have here is basil. Basil is really fabulous support for the adrenal system. And the only reason we're touching on that is that when the thyroid is out of balance, the adrenal system usually isn't too far behind. And vice versa. One sort of throws out the other. It's just the way that your body seems to work. If you find you've got thyroid issues, get them to check your adrenal glands as well, because if your thyroid's out of whack, your adrenals aren't too far behind. So a really great way to use basil for your adrenal glands is just to dilute it and apply over your adrenal glands, which are actually located on both sides of your back, just underneath your rib cage, and just do that daily. It will help. So essentially your adrenals are your life-saving organs, because basically they control your body's hormones as well, much like your pituitary gland, and they help you survive in stressful situations. Your adrenal glands are the ones that do the whole fight or flight response, and they secrete so many of our most important hormones, including adrenaline, estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol. Now, if your adrenals are constantly stressed because they're producing so much cortisol, this sets off an autoimmune response, which means you'll get an inflammatory response as well. and that will go throughout your entire body. All of your organs and your immunity are actually impacted negatively as a result of this constant assault of cortisol from your adrenal glands. And a low adrenal function can actually make your thyroid condition worse than what it actually is. So it's kind of like throwing petrol on the fire. Again, why it's really important to get your adrenals checked at the same time as your thyroid. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Last one that we're going to touch on is peppermint. Now, peppermint gives a great natural energy boost. If you're tired, it's a wonderful pick-me-up in the day, especially in the late afternoon. So you can pop it in a diffuser, you can put a drop in your hands and just inhale, or you can just snip it from the bottle. It's really supportive for your thyroid as well. Blends, recipes. So essentially in a 10ml bottle, pop in 3 drops of frankincense, 3 drops of myrrh, 2 drops of lemongrass, and 2 drops of clove, and top that with fractionated coconut oil, and apply this daily over the thyroid gland. This particular blend is very highly diluted, so you can use it daily. Yeah, just roll it on when you get up, roll it on when you get home. Another one that's great that we use to apply on the bottom of the feet and also the thyroid reflexology points, and I'd show you, but I don't want to show you my feet right now. So this is less diluted because it's going on your feet. So again, in a 10ml roller bottle, 5 drops of lemongrass, 8 drops of frankincense, 5 drops of clove, 8 drops of myrrh, and 5 drops of basil. Again, top it with fractionated coconut oil, top it up, roll it on your bottoms of your feet. Again, it can be done daily. So yeah, great blend. For energy boost, especially if you have hypothyroidism, you can do 4 to 6 drops of wild orange. Wild orange, you will get a 5ml bottle of this if you sign up. So. Or citrus bliss if you don't have wild orange. Citrus bliss is a good one too. With 2 to 3 drops of peppermint in a diffuser. Or you can pop 1 drop of wild orange or citrus bliss, depending on which one you're actually using, and 1 drop of peppermint directly into your hands. Rub them together and inhale for a very quick pick-me-up. Another thing that's really handy, which people are really funny about, is using essential oils in baths. Now, if you feel funny about this, it's because you're doing it wrong, and I don't mean to sound like a bitch, but you're doing it wrong. Don't just drop the oils on top of the water, because they're just going to sit there. You're going to get in, the oils are going to be undiluted, they're going to hit your skin, they're going to burn. You're going to go, this is shit, why am I doing this? This isn't right. Always put your essential oils in something. Unscented bubble bath, unscented liquid soap. Another great one is Epsom salts. And altogether you should have no more than 10 drops total of the oils, full stop, and that's plural of oils. So again, choose from frankincense, myrrh, lemongrass, marjoram is another good one as well. Again, if you put them in Epsom salts, it's really handy if you have empty bottles, just put them in Epsom salts. Epsom salts you can get pretty much anywhere. Chemist, Coles, Woolies, Bunnings, I think someone said had them. They're not very hard to find. You just got to know where to look. It's usually in the bath section near all of the medications, like all the Nurofen and the Panadols and all those kinds of things. Another really big thing that comes into thyroid issues is diet. So if you want to take supplements, and I won't bang on about doTERRA's lovely supplements, they're awesome. I really noticed if I don't take mine, I turn into complete hangry, bitch. So a lot of them, a lot of the supplements, you need to make sure that you are that is supporting your brain and your thyroid function, and a lot of immune support in there as well. So I can tell right away when I haven't taken mine. Usually after a day, I'll be like, shit, I didn't take it this morning, I better take it now. And I don't even have a problem with my thyroid, so diet really plays into it as well. Do your research, but I'd recommend avoiding processed sugars, grains, unhealthy oils. Yes, I'm not a complete cow, and I do let Amber have some treats, but I can really tell the difference with her when she's been eating a lot of that stuff, and it's slightly more prominent because of her thyroid issue, because it just sort of helps slow it down. But then that also ties into being a normal 4, nearly 5-year-old. And one of the really big things is sleep. If you get enough sleep, it really helps your adrenal glands stay on a really healthy schedule as well. If they're happy, your other organs like the thyroid are going to be happy as well, and they're going to keep your energy up. So we can do another Facebook Live about sleep later on and how essential oils can help with your sleep, but yeah, this is all about lovely thyroid. So I hope you guys have learnt something. Again, any questions, any queries, anything, post, ask me, I'll find out. If you want to know more about doTERRA essential oils, no, it's not scary. If you sign up, you don't have to recruit if you don't want to. We'll work with you. You'll have support every step of the way. And yeah, if you want to know more, shoot me an email, shoot me a PM, comment on here, I'll get back to you. If there's anything else you want me to do for a Facebook Live as well that you think might benefit you, yeah, let me know. Bye.